So if they don't know that the more wealth you create, the more insurance you have, the more unprotected you are, that one mistake, one issue, one problem, one disgruntled, one IRS situation literally can wipe you out.
What is the number one secret, Cheri, to making sure that we are protected when structuring and setting up business entities?
So, whenever you start to create wealth, you become a target. People want what you have. And so whether that's through the legal side, the IRS, ex-employees, you get a divorce, you've got spouses, all those kinds of things. So when I look at how to protect your assets, I look at three things. So liability insulation, tax reduction, estate planning, and probate avoidance. So all those three things tie together in order for you to officially grow, protect, and leverage your hard-earned wealth. And so people come to me because they want to start a business, or they're already a real estate investor and they have multiple properties in multiple states. So if they don't know that the more wealth you create, the more insurance you have, the more unprotected you are, that one mistake, one issue, one problem, one disgruntled, one IRS situation literally can wipe you out. And so the rules, the laws, the statutes all say we have reasonable methods in order for you to not lose everything as you grow everything. And so that's where I spend the bulk of my time. Where are you at in this process? What do we need to do to help you overcome and resist all those challenges by utilizing those entities like LLCs, corporations, trusts, limited partnerships, things that you're doing, Brett, with your DST and 1031s and all kinds of things, all the tools in our toolbox.
Excellent. So the number one secret is awareness that the more wealth you create and build, the more you become a target, which means the more structuring and the more strategy you need to have around your business and your assets. Liability protection, tax reduction, you said estate and probate, I believe were the two. It could just take one IRS, situation or one disgruntled tenant or one something that could wipe you out. Am I way off or am I right on?
Well, no, this just happened. I never have to make anything up. This is what I love. I mean, literally in 1 week, I can share multiple examples. So we just formed a California entity for a beekeeper. Now I'm a beekeeper, so it was cool. However, so immediately we just formed this entity. The ink wasn't even dry. And I get a subpoena because I am a commercial registered agent. I get a subpoena, but I'm not the registered agent on this entity to produce all documents. So I went back and forth with the attorney, and who is suing this guy is his wife that he's getting a divorce through. I never spoke to the client. I'm a third party in this transaction just to form the entity, but I would have asked the question, is there any issues? Are you in a divorce? Are you trying to hide assets from this wife that you're divorcing? And guess what? It's not going to work because I've been subpoenaed. The CPA is going to be subpoenaed. He's going to be subpoenaed. And the guy hasn't even started. This just all happened last week, right? So that's one example. So disgruntled spouse. We've had many examples. I just had another one. I got a call yesterday. So a client, they're now a client, selling their real estate in Florida, trying to buy a property here in Reno. The guy went out 3 years ago, formed his own LLC, put the property under the LLC, and now he's trying to sell it. And the title company and the lender want to know, where's your operating agreement? You have nothing that proves that you own this LLC. So I'm going to create an operating agreement for him so he can produce it for the bank. But of course, what always happens, Brett? We're closing escrow tomorrow. We need this now, right? And so what I try and do is make sure that you don't end up in those situations by asking the right questions up front, making sure you have all the documents you're going to need to go forward, and then continuing to educate our clients about the importance of keeping your entities up to date, having your minutes done, all those things. So, because you never know when something is going to show up.
Yeah, because it's not just the entity; it's the execution of the team behind it to help you manage and execute on this entity, this LLC, the S corp, the C corp, whatever it might be. Okay, great.